So immediately the phrase old school thinking comes into mind, because again, when I came into industry 30 years ago, you were absolutely promoted on the basis of your skills and what you knew. What's changed, of course, over my 30 years, but certainly in the last 10 or 15 years, is, of course, people are now recruited for attitude, not for knowledge. And the reason is because, in spite of what you think, you're the only person in all the trillions of people that are alive who know this one thing. I challenge them to Google what they think they know and find a blank page, because it just simply is not true. So the idea that what you know nobody else knows is so far removed from the world that I live in. It's sort of, and I can see Nigel giggling, it's such nonsense. So actually what you should be doing is telling everybody everything you know. Now, the clever thing, and again, it's in the challenge there, is if you talk non-stop about everything you know for half an hour, what happens to the person who's listening? They are completely overwhelmed. And they go, I can't, you've said 101 amazing things. So imagine you take all of these videos now that you're shooting for this SVTV, and you string them all together in a 3-hour mega blast, right? Or a 20-hour mega blast. And you force people to sit in a cinema and watch them back to back from all the people. And then as they come out, ask them what they're going to do about the whole 20 hours worth of footage. They go, I'm not going to do anything. And the reality is that we are not selling skills anymore. None of us are selling skills anymore. What we're actually selling is time. And what we are actually selling is the ability for you to accelerate your business by using something I might be good at. So I spend all my waking hours thinking about how brands work and how businesses work and everything, whereas you sometimes do these interviews, at which point you're maybe not thinking about that. You're more worried about the technology, or you're doing something, or you're paying bills, or you're eating, or something like that. Why would you not use me and my filtered, time spent getting all this expertise, and use this and just say, here's my question, can you give me a solution? Done, move on. So we're actually selling time now. We're not selling expertise. We're not selling skills. We're selling the ability to use those skills and that expertise very quickly, very efficiently, based on, I've been doing this for 35 years, and somebody who's just come into business and may have done no marketing at all. Well, why would you not do what you're good at, earn the money, and then spend it to accelerate your competency by using an expert, a subject matter expert? So I think those people who say, I feel like I'm giving it all away, right, probably haven't got anything to give away. They probably don't know anything. And the two things they seem to know, right, they're a bit scared of telling everyone, because then they really will have nothing. And so whenever I hear people say that, I go, okay, I've got your measure. You don't actually know what you're talking about. Because if you knew what you were talking about, you know that I need you as an expert, because you're an expert in what you do. And I haven't got time to become the same expert as you, so I'm going to buy your expertise. If you start telling me I'm not telling you what I know, because then you'll know it, I don't know, I know you don't know anything. And
that
what you
last
do,
5 minutes goes out as a video on its own.
it's just such a ridiculous statement in a modern day, when you can Google absolutely anything. For somebody to say, well, if I tell you, you know the same as me, and then you won't need me anymore. It's beyond ignorance, in my opinion. Anyway.